I am excited. I can't even stay mad at DPD for saying they missed me when my door was open during the time slot. Anyway, focus, Aki. Focus. My first printed copy of People of Morocco is here. I am really proud of this. I wanted to make a video to share a bit how it came together and what you can expect if you decide to pick one up. This work came out of a few days I spent in Morocco last summer. It was a reflective trip for me. I ended up shooting far more than I expected. Contrary to what I read online, most people weren't hostile to being photographed. A lot of people said yes way more than no. That surprised me. It felt like a small but meaningful win. Photographing Morocco isn't straightforward though. It can be incredibly difficult and incredibly easy depending on what you're looking for. For those who don't know, I grew up in Lagos, Nigeria. Honestly, it sometimes feels like it's easier to visit the moon than to explore Africa as an African. It's something I've always wanted to do. I'm glad I'm doing it now. And more importantly, documenting it. This was also my first time back in Africa since I left 3 years ago. That alone made the trip feel significant. I am from Lagos Island. Traffic, tricycles, horn, dust. So camels and donkeys don't throw me off at all. I have seen all that before, just in a different reading. Marrakesh was new, but it wasn't foreign. It felt like hearing a song you've never heard before, but somehow you know the words to it. I carried my camera everywhere on that trip. At the time, I didn't fully realize what I'd captured. It was only later, going through the images, that I started to see a body of work forming. I kept thinking, this deserves to live off my hard drive. It deserves to be seen, to be held, to exist among something physical. Our group exhibition, Finding the Light, really pushed that idea forward. The feedback, the conversations, the public votes, then that's when it clicked. There were images here that wanted more space. In my mind's eye, I kept thinking, there's more in the drive, like there's more images, there's more to say. The world needs to see Morocco the way I experienced it. I reached out to my friend Okwe, a creative director I worked with back in Lagos. He's incredibly talented, and he kindly agreed to design this book. As a designer myself, letting go wasn't easy. Handing your work to someone else and trusting them to shape the story is uncomfortable, but it was necessary. I sent him a brief and access to the full archive. He spent time with the images, found pairings, created conversations between photographs. From the first message to a locked image count, the process took longer than I expected, mostly because life kept happening around us. Seeing the images paired and sequenced was deeply cathartic. It's one thing to believe in your work on a screen. It's another to see it take shape as a physical object. Throughout the book, there is a clear through line. The beauty of Morocco, the people, the lights all stripped back to black and white, no color to distract, just form, texture, and presence. I'm genuinely proud of the work I made on that trip. Morocco is bright, it's warm and generous. If you've been, you know. If you haven't, you should go.
Bien sûr, ouais, mais c'est quoi la première différence? C'est la langue.
Being able to relive that experience through this book feels like a quiet but important milestone for me. We live in a very digital world, so you might wonder why print, why now? Well, I collect photo books, zines, anything tactile. If a photographer I admire releases a book, I try to own it. Print slows photography down. It asks you to stay longer. Having my own book sit along the ones I have collected over the years feels surreal in the best way. The printing is being handled by XYZ in Colchester. This copy is a final proof. Everything is signed off. The rest are being printed as we speak. And I would have a full run in a week or two. I am really happy with how it turned out. The matte cover, the paper, the weight of it. This was meant to be held, meant to be revisited over time. If you're interested in picking one up, I would leave a link below. I've done my best to keep the cost and shipping as reasonable as possible. But printing at this quality isn't cheap. It's a very limited run. Once it's gone, it's gone. Thank you genuinely for your support. Videos like this, projects like this are what make the work feel alive. Today, I feel fulfilled putting this into the world. I hope it finds its way into your hands. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.